This is actually a video about something I filmed over a year ago, and it's a diary about my visit to Ian Hubert. So who is Ian Hubert? Ian is a filmmaker who is known for his incredibly detailed, immersive, Lynchian sci-fi web series Dynamo Dream. If you haven't seen it before, definitely check it out because it's incredibly impressive. He's able to create believable worlds, and he's doing all of it himself at home in a private studio with the help of a couple of friends. He uses a 3D program called Blender, and he builds all of this in Blender basically. I learned almost everything I know in Blender from him because I'm subscribed to his Patreon, and he shares a lot of knowledge there and does tutorials and whatnot, so I also recommend it basically. So we've been aware of each other's work and we've been messaging each other for a couple of years, but we never met in real life. So about a year ago I was in America, in Arizona with the guys doing some work. So I decided to hop on a plane and visit him. And a couple of hours later, I landed in Seattle. Yeah, all right. I have no idea where the exit is. So Ian picked me up at the airport, and meeting him is an adventure. First, he took me to a teapot-shaped bar where we had a couple of beers, and then we went to his place, but since he lives in the woods and it was completely dark, I couldn't actually see where I was. I couldn't see his house.
Hey Google, turn on living room. Hey.
You have a really 1970s aesthetic here. Yeah. Then he generously gave me a room.
You're staying in the worst room. You can have my room. If you want my, you can.
No, I'll take the worst room. And the thing is that everything about him kind of feels impulsive and random, I guess.
I'm doing the laundry right now.
Then all of a sudden he just pulled out this incredibly detailed prop from one of his films, made by his friend Lux. And then he just started talking about Star Wars.
I love the Millennium Falcon, but I'm like, where did they pee? I want to see them pee.
Yeah.
Let's see Chewbacca doing laundry. Like.
So a bit later, Lux came over to meet me.
I'm just here on the floor.
At some point I found Ian's violin, which he's apparently trying to learn, even though that's practically impossible if you don't start as a 5-year-old or something, right? And then he played the Schindler's List theme. Then I tried plunking a little bit and I kinda played Beethoven's Ode to Joy. And then a second later, I heard him playing it on a keyboard in his bedroom. Arpeggios again. And then out of nowhere, he just draped the American flag over himself and he pulled out 2 guitars. And for some reason, we all started playing Smash Mouth's All Star. So I thought, okay, this is just probably gonna be a little jam session or something. But no, all of a sudden, Ian says,
we're about to get in the American hot tub.
it's freezing outside.
It's literally below freezing.
And you have a hot tub.
Yes.
So we went outside and we went into the hot tub.
Are you still filming?
And my GoPro without a case fell into the water and it stopped working. And that was the end of the evening. The next morning, I woke up refreshed, but slightly hungover. I admired Ian's vintage house until he woke up, and then I asked him to show me around the property.
Oh, I did it!
Still nothing. The film was too old, so we got nothing.
So this is the compound. We got, I live there in that house. We got a walkway. If you walk on it though, the wood is rotten and you will fall and die, which is the spice of life. And this is the church kind of building. It used to be a church. That closed almost 20 years ago, I think 2007. Gonna be building a spaceship in it later this year. Lex is gonna build like a 2-story, which is always the dream.
Right, let's go in.
Cool.
Future.
Used to be for a furniture store. Some of the letters broke. Oh, there's the old.
Ah, like a tank.
Yeah. So it was like a hot tub, so they could baptize people. But it's like 6 feet by 6 feet by 4 feet, which means we could build a set that like goes into the ground. If I was, that would be cool.
This is where I live.
I sit in this chair and I click on this.
The worlds that Ian creates are full of people, and he populates them with 3D models of his friends. And he creates these models with a technique called photo scamming. So I asked him to explain the full process and offered to be a model for a day. So this is the lighting rig, right?
Mm-hmm. And we used to do we had all these additional bulbs. We put them on the floor to get like big flat light.
Yeah. So the idea is to get the even lighting, no
Yeah.
harsh lighting on the subject, right?
I found out just mounting lights to the camera flattens the lighting of like whatever you're scanning. So we don't even worry about it.
So I'm getting 3D scanned. It's gonna be fun. The way he does it is by filming a video. He needs to capture every single angle of my body so the computer can generate a 3D model from it. So he moves 360 degrees around me at several points of elevation, capturing me from head to toe.
Cool.
That was it.
That's it? Yeah, now we're doing an A pose, which means we can actually put on a mocap suit and puppeteer Luca even when he's back in Croatia. So we can make him do whatever we want.
Similar to how in the old days when people used to take photographs, they had to be still for a minute. Yeah, it's kind of similar.
No, it is. Hello, so all we have to do is drag these photos in here and go up to align photos. It's gonna think about it. And it gives you this point cloud here, and it shows you kind of where there's more detail. You can see I got your face really good, your collar showed up really good, but by the time we get down to your legs down here, there isn't all that much, and that's because your legs are darker. And once that's good, we go model or workflow, build mesh. It's gonna turn the point cloud into a mesh. A few minutes later, we get our mesh out of the point cloud here. And yeah, man, your shirt reconstructs really, really good. You can see the buttons and everything. Yeah, got the mustache.
Yeah, the mustache. That's the most important part, of course.
Oh, and there we go. Oh, that looks really good. And because we filmed it with the lights on the camera, it just flattens everything. Your face is maybe a little bit too bright, and I lowered the resolution so it looks a little bit blurry, but this is actually a really good reconstruction. Look at that.
I'm in the woods.
A pose. Sweet. So what's cool about this one is we can actually bring the rig to the mesh. So in edit mode, you just line all of this stuff up. Okay, so here's our mocap data. This guy doing a little bird flip dance. There we go.
Flipping everybody. And fix my bald spot.
Fix your bald spot.
Of course.
Oh, it's good!
I wish it was that easy in real life. Then he wanted to scan me again for a specific character in one of his shots. Alright, so what's the next part of the process?
Well, look, I have a new person here. I wanted to get more scans.
Oh, okay. There's this long epic shot in the new Dynamo episode where the camera starts at the bottom and follows the elevator all the way to the top of the building. And obviously he needed to populate the shot with a bunch of different people and all kinds of little stories in it, right? And on this floor he put a bunch of people standing around with bowls on their heads. So he invented this religion where people worship vibrations.
Because he had this big singing bowl, and I started looking into like, what? Do people worship vibrations? Is that like a thing a cult could do? Turns out totally! People worship anything.
So he needed a main guy, like a priest or something, who would be ringing the bowl with a mallet. And just for this one little character, he had to go through the entire process again, scanning me, cleaning up the mesh, and animating me.
And he'll just do that, he'll do that forever.
Once it was all done, this is how it looked. So there's a little vibration cult and they're having a great time. Here's an example of him using my A-pose scan. He made a little vignette of me and another friend playing some futuristic game. And here we are on another floor of that same environment. So this is the process that you had to go through for each one of these characters in a scene.
Every single person in the scene, yeah.
And the scene is like, it has multiple floors and everything. And then on top of that, you have to build the whole structure and everything, you know, texture it. Every single thing that's in this shot was built by you.
Yup.
Created by you.
Everything takes forever.
So yeah, and it's just one shot in the whole film that's like 20 minutes long. And it's those, yeah.
One shot, which I kind of like. Because, I don't know, you look at, there's a 2-second shot. That's 2 days of my life packaged into 2 seconds. It's fun. You can't actually replace an actor with a photo scan. It looks like a nightmare.
Yeah.
Especially the ones I do. It looks like a paper bag with like a face paint on it.
Yeah.
Like, it works for wide shots. But anyways, I'm just butthurt because I've spent the last like 6 years trying to figure out how to scan somebody and turn them into like a realistic kind of digital double for the background. Now every time I do it, people are like, are you stealing my soul so you'll never pay me again? I'm like, I'm not paying you now.
And finally, Ian did me an honor to feature me in another place in the upcoming episode of Dynamo Dream, which is now already out. There's this scene of a taxi ride through the streets of the futuristic city of Shade, and every time I see it, I'm totally blown away. I mean, look at this. This is Hollywood-level visual effects, and to me, it's completely mind-blowing how nowadays one person can achieve this at home by himself. All right, Ian.
All right.
What are we doing?
Oh my God, you won't even believe what we're doing. It's gonna be so entertaining that people will watch the video and be like, oh, I wish I were there.
So it's basically a sequence that you worked on for how long?
Months, years, and it doesn't work. It's missing something.
And you think it's missing my voice?
Missing
I'm gonna voice the
for
text.
sure. Yeah. This is actually true.
And what if I do such a shitty job that you don't use it then? And then
That would be awkward.
yeah, that would be awkward.
That would be so awkward.
All right, let's do it.
All right.
Banner Airport is the second largest airport in Shade, named after the famous aeronautic Aeronautic? Is that a... Aeronautic. Named after the famous aeronautic in... Named after the famous I can barely talk in Croatian, let alone English, so I need a couple of tries, you know. Banner Airport is the second largest airport in Shade, named after the famous aeronautic innovator, John Airport.
Nailed it.
Well, yeah, if it won't work, I won't be mad if you throw me out.
Oh, no.
It's completely fine.
This is literally the best. This is so good.
Yeah, he didn't actually throw me out in the end, so you can hear my voice in the episode. So now it was the evening of the second day. We had to wake up pretty early at 5 a.m. because I had to catch a flight back. And then somewhere around midnight, Ian just suddenly jumped and said, "Let's cook dinner." And I was like, but it's midnight, isn't it like too late or something? He's like, no, let's do it.
I was gonna do all this stuff. I was gonna cook all this stuff. That's why I gotta do this, because I went and I did this giant grocery shopping trip because I was gonna be the best host, cooking all the food, and then like, let's go eat fine pizza. I always said I didn't know how to cook, and that I was finally got very embarrassed because that's not an impressive thing to not know how to do. Everyone should be able to know how to cook something. So I just decided once a week I'm gonna try to cook something I've never cooked before. Cooking, you just heat stuff up, and as long as you get this meat hot enough, it's not gonna kill anybody.
What's the name of this meal?
This is Cajun chicken pasta.
Asian chicken pasta.
No, Cajun.
Cajun chicken pasta.
Yeah.
There's gonna be pasta in it as well?
Oh shit, yeah. It should be that.
You probably gotta cook it, right? Or
Food is just such this centered, grounded. I'm really into the environmental storytelling, like in sci-fi, and I'm like, oh, and food. So you get a food at a diner in the back.
yeah.
And it made me think like, wait, I should actually like design environments in societies around food. Paprika, this seems like that would, it's red.
Mm-hmm.
Oh god, yeah. Coriander? I love coriander.
What are some of your favorite Christmas movies?
Favorite Christmas movies? Honestly, and this sounds like a very die-hard answer, but the one I actually watch everywhere is In Bruges. Have you seen it?
Yeah.
I love it.
It's not a happy Christmas movie.
But it's cozy though.
Yeah.
It's like, yeah, they go there, one guy's grumpy, but then like there's a vulnerability, they love each other, and then it's like there's the weird code. Just hanging out, it does give you that feeling of hanging out in Bruges at Christmas time. Oh, the pasta! Oh god, I'm burning it, so good. Now we put it all together, and we see, we don't look at the bottom of the burnt pan, mix it. I love pepper though. I don't think I've ever eaten anything and been like, that's too much pepper. And you're not very hungry?
Yeah. Maybe just a little bit.
That's it.
Yeah. Yeah, it's not spicy at all.
Good.
Pretty good, man.
Oh, thank you.
On top of being one of the best VFX artists I know, you're also a great cook.
That is not true, but thank you. Thank you.
Since this is the end of my trip, basically, here with you, I would like to thank you for being the host, showing me around. Yeah.
Dude, thank you. Thank you for coming up here. That's, like, I'm in the area. Arizona.
Yeah, it wasn't that close. Yeah, and there you go. Before I left, I visited one of my favorite places in his studio, and I secretly left a mark so he could remember my visit. For the end, I'm leaving you to enjoy this wonderful rendition of Smash Mouth's All Star. Bye.
get to go to A minor.